Hello guys. Welcome back. Marcio Marinho here. So this is yet another episode of my blog, and today I'm gonna bring a different subject. As you guys know, I usually bring things about software engineer, infrastructure, programming. Well, today I'm gonna talk a little bit about my personal life, and it's about a question many people have been asking me for a long time, which is immigration. If you guys don't know, I was born in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro, to be more precise, and I've been living in Australia for almost 10 years now. I arrived here in 2011, and I have been living here ever since. Uh, I've also had the opportunity to visit a few countries nearby, which is here in Asia. Well, we are in Oceania, but Asia is pretty close. So I thought about sharing this experience with you guys, telling you guys about my journey, how it started, when it started, the steps I took to get to the point where I am right now. I believe that's gonna be really helpful for people who want to pursue the same or similar path. It's gonna help a lot, and even if you are not interested in living abroad, so it's gonna be good just to know a little bit more about someone who has that kind of experience. So it always open our minds. It all started, I think, when I was still a teenager, maybe 13 or 14 years old. I had this idea of living outside Brazil. Um, I don't know, exploring new places, meeting new people, live on another culture. And to be honest, I have no idea where that came from. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I was simply born. I was born with that desire inside me, inside my head, inside my mind, um, which is quite interesting, to be honest, because I can't remember any other member of my family or extended family that took the same path, which which is interesting by itself. But anyways, at the time, it was a very remote dream. So I was thinking about places I could go. I used to watch movies. Oh yeah, I'd like to visit this place, that place, and oh, it would be nice to eat those kind of foods, to meet those people, to talk to them, and I don't know. I always had this desire to explore and to know. I don't know. I always have this desire for knowledge and for discovery. I think that this was one of the main factors that contributed for my pursuit on living abroad and immigrating to a new country. So yeah, at that point in time was a really far and remote dream, but time passes by and that desire did not die inside me. So I was still feeling the same desire, but I had to work towards that goal. And I started working professionally as a programmer. I was a trainee when I was 18 years old. So that was a starting point where I started making some money, so I could save some money, I could invest in myself and study and so on. So I started at that age, started coding, programming. Then I was promoted to a junior role, which gave me a little bit of more money. And I believe at that time, a couple a couple years later, I started reading in English because I had to read a lot about technical stuff, and almost all resources they were books in English and some reference cards and a few things that were only written in English. At that time, there was already many things written in Portuguese, my mother tongue, but uh, it was not rich as it is today. So today, I can just go and search on the web and find lots of things written in Portuguese, and they are of a good quality. But at that time, yeah, unfortunately, I did not have that. So I had to force myself on starting reading in English. So that was my first contact with the English language, because I had to study on technical stuff. And yeah, a few more years ahead, yeah, let me try to recall it properly. Yeah, just 18 years old, then 2 years passed by. I was still working for this company, then I moved on, working for another company. Yeah, maybe 4 years ahead, I was working for, I don't know, for my third company professionally, and that was the point where I just deep dove into English. So I started reading a lot on English, and then yeah, that helped me to enrich my vocabulary, to learn new things, to learn words. Unfortunately, at that point in time, I still couldn't speak because speak properly actually, because it takes a lot of time to practice and to listen and to study itself. But I did not give up, so I kept going and going and going. Just pushing a little bit more forward, I met a few people that they already lived abroad. A few of them, um, I forgot the name, but one girl, she finished high school in the United States. I think she finished it or she did one extension year. I don't remember. It's been a long time ago. I'm not pretty sure. And I met another guy who worked in, I think he worked in Miami or New York. I don't remember. So, and talking to these people, that, I don't know, that even gave me, or it simply increased my desire to live abroad and to have that kind of experience. But yeah, the first big roadblock was the English language, because in Brazil we speak Brazilian Portuguese natively, and English at school is not, at least was not that good when I was still studying on the primary, middle, or even high school. The English language taught was pretty basic. Only a few terms, and we didn't speak too much, so we only knew the basics at that point in time. That was my first roadblock. And another roadblock I had is I had also to go through college, and that was funny because back in Brazil it was, maybe it still is, so it's been 10 years almost that I'm out. But all the good jobs, people could only get those jobs if they went to university, especially if you go to a state or federal university. So this was pretty much the pre-requirement. Yeah, I have worked in many roles before I was able to go to college, but I think I was kind of an exception, maybe, I don't know. So I also had to solve that. When I had the opportunity, I started college, which took me for 3 years actually. It was a fast course. After that, yeah, I was still working during the day and studying at night. Then after these 3 years, I finished college, um, and then I was still working. I think I was still working for a governmental company back in Rio, and that was the time where I started investing on an English course. This course was pretty cool. They had a program of 1 year and a half. I think, yeah, just 1 year and a half or so, I dove headfirst on that course. So it was a presential course twice a week in the classroom, and we had a lot of stuff to do at home. My routine was pretty much working during the day, going to the course at night, this English course. That was kind of a fast course because the normal courses, at least back in the day in Brazil, they usually took at least 5 to 6 years. But people usually got to those courses when they were pretty young or preteen, and then they spent, I don't know, 4 or 5 years there. And people who could afford, they would even travel abroad to the US, Canada, UK, or any other English-speaking country, just to spend some time there to absorb the language, because it's completely different a classroom learning to the real world English. And I have these scars to to prove my point, which I'll tell you guys about on another video. So yeah, I had this course for almost 2 years, so that was my routine, working during the day, doing the English course into the classroom at night, twice a week, and it was Tuesdays and Thursdays. Then on all the other days of the week, I usually to go for a revision for the week and for that current week and the previous week's content for the course. I also used to listen to podcasts on CNN, BBC, and many other resources that I can't remember right now. That was one thing that I invested my time in, and that was very helpful. It did not protected me to not to hate a few walls, but it helped me to understand things better. So I did that. After that time, I spent 1 year and a half on that course. So when I finished it, I was on good shape, I would say. I could speak, of course, not as fluid as I can right now because I just left the course, but I could speak, I could understand people. And after that 1 year and a half, 2 years, I got a job into a North American company. I was still living back in Rio, and that job was amazing. I can say that job was amazing because as I was working for this American company, I had to speak English every single day for the whole day, at least 8 hours a day, or while I was inside the office. And despite of the fact the majority of us were Brazilians, but that was one of the company rules, which was pretty cool, pretty nice. It helped me to practice more because I had to talk to people, and it made me practice a lot speaking to people on the phone. Also helped me to practice that, and I did not stop there. I still kept studying English. I was still reading articles, reading magazines, websites. I was taking private lessons as well with an American teacher, which is pretty good. And then around 2008, I was finally able to apply for my permanent residency here in Australia. I was still in Brazil. At this point in time, I had never left Brazil. So in 2008, I was able to collect all the documents, get my diploma, get my transcripts. At that time, I also have done my post graduation in software engineer. software engineering. I'm sorry. So that also helped me to get more points for my process. And then, yeah, I just got all the documents, filling, I don't know how many pages, maybe 100 pages. I had to send them my docs so they could review, and then they gave me, okay, you can apply now. Then I sent the whole other batch of documents and exams and stuff. So I was able to apply. But of course, I'm just talking a little bit fast and just trying to summarize my road here to Australia. So I'm gonna stop right here because I don't want to overwhelm you guys with this bunch of new information and facts and stories. So I'm just gonna break up here, and I'll be bringing a few or many other episodes. Let's see how it goes, just to detail a little bit more my my trajectory from Brazil to Australia. I hope you guys enjoyed my vlog, and please, if you did, hit that like button. Also press that subscribe button. Yeah, I'm trying to bring news and new stuff on a daily basis, and so you won't miss anything. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.